and welcome to my little thatch cottage in the English countryside. I'm going to take you around our garden and have a look at some of the beautiful flowers that we've got growing, most of which I've grown from seed, and maybe introduce you to a couple of my pets. So these are my hydrangeas that I've got growing out of the front of the cottage in two pretty wooden pots. They are called Limelight. Just as the sun came out, that was like perfect, and they are gorgeous. They've got slightly pointier, kind of like flowery sections than the more famous one that everyone has, which is called Hydrangea Annabelle, which I do actually have one over here in a pot. I've not planted this one yet out, it's still in the pot, but I'm thinking of putting it here. I like to, with pots, just pop them in places around the garden before I put them in the ground, because 9 times out of 10 I change my mind a couple of weeks later. So I'm thinking it will look nice there, and it will obviously bush out, and obviously the hollyhocks will just go around it and through it, which will be pretty. So I've just got to think if that's where I want it to go. I've got another pot here that I've not put in the ground yet, which is one of my hairy pots. So these, you don't have to take them out of the pot to plant them, you just plant them straight into the ground and the roots grow through it, and it's just an eco kind of friendly way of buying plants. And I wish more plants came like this, but I think it's probably quite costly still, so we will see how garden centres and things evolve, I guess. So these are my David Austin roses. I've actually got them dotted throughout the garden. This one's Sceptred Isle, which I adore. It's really pretty, it's kind of like a little cup of petals. And I like this one because it's still open enough for the pollinators to get inside, which is a real issue with a lot of flowers nowadays. They're often made like peonies, which are beautiful, but they can be really closed, a little bit like this one over here actually. So I think this is the same rose as that one, but as you can see, they're a little bit more closed up. So it makes it a little bit more difficult sometimes for pollinators to get inside and get to all of the bits that they want. Come on, you. So we've got a lot of tomatoes, and I can't wait for them to be ripe. They look amazing. I've grown really unusual ones this year, and hopefully they're going to be a mix of reds and greens and pinks. One of them's called Pink Berkeley. Watering the tomatoes, Basil! And they're in the greenhouse, so you can't run in and eat them like you have been eating all of our strawberries. Sweetie? Hi. You're molting, look. we're going to put some of the flowers in the vases that we picked in the garden just now. Yeah! I think are quite pretty together. And we've got all the sweet peas that I've grown. Might need to just go and get some scissors. Pop the purples in the purples. I like them to be a range of different heights so they look quite full in the glass, which I always think is quite pretty. I might actually just pop that one in there with this pink sweet pea that I picked by accident. It's quite cute. There we go, these are all ready now to be distributed all around the cottage, so we've got pretty flowers everywhere from the garden to enjoy. Love those in the dining room because they're sweet peas. They smell amazing, and I just think they're really nice to have somewhere where there's food that can sometimes leave a bit of a you know, a linger. So I put sweet peas in the dining room. I'm going to leave the dahlias here, and I'm going to take these sweet peas and pop them in the bathroom. It's been a glorious day for a change because it's raining a lot in England at the moment, but it's now lunchtime here, so we're going to head inside, John and I, who's filming today, thank you, and we're going to have some maybe cheese and crackers for lunch. Yeah?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. And Hazel, would you like some lunch too? I think she would. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment so we can chat more about gardens and animals and pretty dresses and everything else that you probably love like I do too. Bye!